Hi! I just wanted to talk a little bit about maternity jeans and when you're first expecting kind of fitting in between sizes and what to do and what are the options. And I just gotta say that I'm 12 weeks pregnant now, and when I started, when I first started, maybe around 6 or 7 weeks pregnant, I wasn't showing per se, but I definitely had really uncomfortable like gas pains and pressures, and everything was just really uncomfortable, and so I didn't want anything touching my stomach. Even like tighter elastic waist pants that I had that I would wear a little bit higher or try to wear lower, they were just so uncomfortable. And so I kind of thought, well, let me just try doing the elastic band trick. And I've been doing that for a while, and that kind of seemed to work. And the one thing with that is you have to make sure you have long enough shirts so that they cover it and you're not showing someone your undone pants. But recently I had a friend who offered to share with me some of her maternity clothes, and she talked about the jeans that have that panel, the elastic panel on the side. And I had heard about these, but and I had seen kind of different pairs when I was previously pregnant, but I kind of didn't know like how much room are those actually going to give you. And so I tended to think I would just stick with the full panel and then do like a belly band until I was at that point. However, I'm here to say today that all jeans are not created equally. So I'm going to first show you how I've been wearing my pants, which is with an elastic rubber band, and then kind of the magic of a maternity jean. Okay, so here are the jeans with the elastic in. You can kind of get a better idea. I can still zip them up mostly, but you know, to undo them, I just kind of take that out. And then I could probably still button them, but they just cut in and they're really uncomfortable. And I just this little bit extra really helps with as you start to barely show, or even just that pain from gas. So, okay, are you ready for the magic? These, when pulling on, they are a little bit, they feel a little bit higher in the back, but basically as soon as I put these on, I had this moment where there's so much extra fabric here and from the stretch panels that as I kind of pulled them on, I just felt like there was all this extra room. And when you button them, it is just like, I mean, they kind of go right underneath your belly. They just kind of have this magical just shape of a woman, like where a woman would naturally, you know, that kind of their stomach would be. So I cannot speak highly enough about these jeans. They are from Target, but again, they were donated by a friend. But just the fact, I'm telling you, like, it was a hallelujah chorus when I pulled them on, and I just kind of went like this, and it wasn't this like struggle to like pull them, like force them together. I feel like they lay really nicely against my hips, and they're not cutting me off, and it's just like, it's just a breath of fresh air. And honestly, you know, there's still, the biggest thing is there's this room here that I feel like I'll just be able to grow into. So, 2 thumbs way up for these. One last note on these jeans is that they do tend to fall down a little bit easier. And actually I had one other pair from Gap that I wore for one day, and those two kind of seem to not stay up the best. And those were the ones with the small panel elastics in the waist. And it's probably because, you know, I imagine it's just a lot more stretch, so it's harder to stay up, and maybe because I am still small, but I would much rather be pulling up my pants all day, as weird as that sounds, than to be just dealing with that uncomfortable pain. And feeling of pants digging into your stomach. And I did try the Bella Band with the first pair of jeans, and I wore it around the house for the day, which I'm glad I did to kind of see how it did, but it didn't really stay put in the back of my jeans, so it would kind of come up. Like if my jeans were here and the band was to here, it would kind of rise to this point. So I was just a little worried of like it exposing my skin. But it stayed put down there and it just kind of looked like a tank top. But in the end, this is just a little bit easier. But it is a great choice. But I definitely would say that my friend kind of said that for her, she used these type of pants and was comfortable with them all throughout her second trimester. So I know for me, I was looking, you know, like when will I start to show? And it's just kind of a difficult thing about just figuring out like when you need to transition, and there's just an awkward period. So I would highly recommend just one pair of these, and then any of your shirts that you have that are long enough would work great. Or kind of what I've been doing is I bought a longer tank top. Actually, this is just a nursing tank because I'm trying to be as minimal as possible. I know I will definitely use that when the baby's born. So for me, it's long. It'll help as my belly grows. There's lots of length, and I'm using it currently because I wanted just one clean look for taking photos of my bumps. So I'll just have this black tank top and black yoga pants throughout the pregnancy, and hopefully that'll be all that I need. So I think definitely I would recommend just one pair of these panel pants, and then a longer tank top if you need, or if your shirts are already long enough, then that works too. So thanks again for watching. I hope this helped. I know for me it was just a game changer. So thanks again for tuning in.